Welcome back to No Man's Land for episode 28 with me, Farm Sim Snowy. Welcome back everybody. Just playing hide and seek with a straw man, but it's been absolutely ages. I don't think he's coming, so I'm going to give up. Right, since the last episode I did rectify the workers, I was going to say mishap, but it was a absolute catastrophe is the word I'm looking for. I replanted the grass so it is growing at a funny stage to it. The corn is ready to harvest and so are the sugar beets, but I'm not going to do them just yet because our other two fields are growing, but they can get their second stage of fertilizer done. And then what was I going to say? I've forgotten what I was going to say now. I want to buy this plot over here, 33, because if I zoom in a bit, we're going to put a sawmill just roughly here, and we'll carry on obviously with the track leading up to it. And then I'm thinking of buying plots. Yes, we're going to buy a lot of plots this episode. Plots 29 and 30, and this forestry area here I'm going to clear. We're going to get an actual forestry machine and we'll clear that properly, and there's a few little stray trees and around these plots. We'll get rid of them as well. And I know I keep saying it, but I am going to replant some trees, so don't panic, it will happen. I'm just trying to find the best sort of spot for us to do that. So we will crack on with doing that, what I just said. I think we'll play it safe and we'll put narrows on the fence, because I don't want to destroy any more of our crops like the worker did last episode. I think that should be in line enough. Ooh. Nope. Alright, what we'll do then is we'll drop you there and we'll do that. Customize. Narrow tyres. It doesn't cost us anything because we've done it before. I think we've still got a tiny little bit of fertiliser in our silo. Yeah, we have. We might as well chuck that in, then that should empty that. The oat prices there are going up, as you can see. It's at 8.70 at the minute, so I'm going to keep my eye on that. It's a shame we haven't got any soybeans on the go, because that's going up, and that's going up to quite a nice price by the look of it. So let's get fertilising these two fields. Don't think I'm on 45 by the look of it, no. There we go. Let's try that again. We should be able to see our different growth stage of grass now. So if you did watch the last episode, I hope you did, you know what happened. So there you go, you can just see to the left we've got grass regrowing in there, but it's growing at a different stage to the rest of it. So they're no longer welcome back on our farm. I don't know why I've done that strip, because it was more or less done. It's a bit patchy, this field, so I'll just try and catch the bits that need doing. There's a tiny funny little bit, I think that must have been the worker there as well. Look, absolutely ruined that episode. Just carry on round, bit overkill, but we'll kill it. So that's more like it, that's looking better. Cool, happy with that. Just this one over the top there to do. I could get a worker going on it, but they seriously put me off. So yeah, in this episode, sorry, we're gonna get a sawmill put down, and then as we do a little bit of logging later on, I'll probably do some just so you get to see the equipment working, but the rest I'll have to do off camera because it's going to take a little while, and I'll sort of bring you in every now and then so you can see how much we're earning and what the fields or the plots are going to look like, because I'm going to try and turn that into a huge field. And then when we come to it, we'll do the sugar beet first, and we'll tip, I don't know how much the pigs will take, but we'll tip that into the pig feed first, and then we'll tip some corn in and see what happens. And then maybe we could chaff the rest of the corn if there's any left, but I'm not sure how much the pigs will take. I know they eat quite a lot and they eat everything, but I'll probably turn that down now. Alright, I think it's just a little tiny bit down that far end. Try and add a bit more if we chaff the corn to our bunker silo. See if we can beat our current record. I think it was 1.5 or 1.6 million litres we had in there. I think I just missed a tiny little bit on the corner there. Like so. Right, that's that all done. Let's just get this parked up over there a little bit, and then we'll start buying a few plots. I didn't have any comments about the building a town or anything like that, so I'm still undecided on what to do there. If someone does want to comment, then please do try and help me out. And like I said last episode, I am in two minds whether to just take over the whole of no man's land with fields and sale points. Right, so that's all fertilised, ready to go. We want to buy plot 33 for 85,000, and then we're going to buy these two like so. So money's gone down a fair bit, but we've got more property. So sawmill is in here, I believe. Just there, just whiz past it. I'm gonna get this one. And I think, here we go, it's over here. Now, oh, ran the wrong way because the sale point triggers at the front. So there we go, we've got a sawmill. Cool, cool, cool. Then, like I say, for the other two plots over there, we're going to get that forestry machine. So go into there. And I'm thinking I want to use, we've got these ones which were part of the new DLC, the latest DLC that came out, but I really like this dude here. This is a beast, this thing, if you haven't used it. So we're going to lease that. We'll probably end up using it for quite a while, so we might have to pay a little bit more than what we're gonna, it says at the bottom there 19,000. But I'm not going to change anything really on it. I'm not even going to change the engine setup because it's all pretty flat around here. We're not going to be going up hills. Keep all that same. We'll just lease that as it is. So that's all ready to go and ready to be picked up from the shop. I'll probably whiz down there. Let's take the pickup. Go down there in the pickup. And I'll jump in it, and it's going to be fairly slow coming back. I'll tell you what, we'll stay on here like this now. I'll whiz down there and we'll have a quick look at it so you can see what it looks like, and then I'll drive it back up to those two plots because it's going to take quite a while because it's quite slow. This shouldn't take us long to get down here in the old pickup. And there it is. Look at that. It is a beast, this thing. If you haven't used it, I do recommend it. So I will jump in this, and you can see bottom right 14 miles per hour is our top speed, so I'll whiz up to, well, I won't whiz, take a steady plod up to the 2 plots, and I shall see you up there. Right, so here we are at our wooded area just there. I came around this side because it's a little bit more open. There's not so many smaller trees this side, because I want to attack a couple of the big ones first so we can see what it's like. It's a little bit dark around here, so if I turn the lights on. Now I need the help menu because it's a while since I used this beast, so we need to open cover, should unfold it. Like so. And what's good about this one is you can change the cut length, and you can go right up to, I think it's about 24 25 meters, but we're going to go about 6, because I'm sure 6 to 8 meters is about the best length where you get your better money for your timber. And we want to turn that on, which will open that up. We've got a few different views inside. Got the in-cab or that one like so. So let's pick this one. Might be a bit better like that actually. It's already coming up with a cut. That's camera's not very good. So we're locked on and it says cut, so if we cut it, we should better drag that out a bit. Move that round out our way. Hopefully this should cut in 6 meter lengths now. Some of the smaller trees aren't going to be worth anything really, so we'll just have to deal with that, but certainly should be able to get a fair amount off of the bigger ones. And if we can get lower down, the better, like so. What I'm going to try and do is get as many into the same sort of pile as I can, because it just makes it easier to pick up. So I know that's not great, but that'll do. Lift that up a bit. Right, so as you can imagine, this is going to take me quite some time, but I will crack on with it. And I might do a little bit in a time lapse so that you can see some of it as we're going. But it will take me a while. Right, we've got one little tree left to do of the 2 plots that we own. And as you can see, I've left a scene of devastation behind, and it's looking rather bare around here now. So what I do is I turn that off. Let's go into landscape mode so you can get a full look at it. And what I've done is, so you can see there's these little trees that were dotted about up this top end and sort of around the other edges of the two plots we've got. Taken all them down as well, so it's going to be a case of trying to find where these were and the tree stumps. But our land literally runs ends there, sorry. So the plan is I'm going to mow all this field at one point, not necessarily all today, but this episode rather. But we'll mow it so we can get the grass off of it and tip that into our bunker silo, because that's all going to add to it. We might as well take advantage of the grass. And then we've got this awkward slope. I might sort of do the field. I'm not sure how far it's going to let us go this way. Hopefully right up to about there. And then we'll create one huge field, I think, in this area. Because, yeah, just about there, look. Our boundary ends again. If we do buy the next plots, we can make it a bit bigger. So again, you can see I've got little tree stumps left, so I'm going to have to keep my eyes peeled for them when we tidy up. And the field's going to come all the way along, roughly down in a straight line, sort of from there. And then we've got all this area, look, full of logs, which I've now got to pick up, get a truck with a trailer on the back, and then get rid of all that and the sawmill. So that's going to take me quite a while. Whether I do all that this episode, I'm not sure. I might do a lot of it off camera, but it's 3:27 in the afternoon in game, so I'll probably see you in a bit, either when I've had enough of loading the trailer or when I'm finished. So see you shortly, guys. I just thought I'd quickly show you the setup that I'm going to be using to get our logs on. This is obviously our truck, that is. I've hired leased this logging trailer, which is the Lizard Trex 80,000, is that? I'll show you it all in a sec. This is our Fendt. I've put dual wheels on it, twins, so it looks well mean. I might even leave it like that for a bit to give us a bit more stability. We've got our weight on the back, front loader forks, and this is actually a big bag handler, which I don't do a lot of forestry, so I'm not very good at picking the old logs up, and I know it's probably not very realistic, but I suppose it could be, because you simulate that you're strapping the logs to this frame, which is what you do with this. It's got tension straps on it, you'll see in a second. So that is our setup, and what it is all about is right here in this forestry section. There's our trailer, the Lizard Trex. So we've hired that, and then in front loaders we've got our big bag, there we go, big bag handler, which I've leased, which is nice and cheap. So let's jump in this and try and show you without making a meal of it. Like I say, it's going to take ages. Whatever way you do this, it's going to take ages, but I just find this quite an easy way to do it, or easier should I say. So I normally get a bunch like that, get your tension straps on, and then you normally pick up all that load like that. So like I say, you could imagine that you've strapped those logs to that frame. The only trouble is sometimes before when I've done it, I don't know if it's because you're trying to carry too many logs or whether it's the map you're on. This sometimes starts having a funny turn. It will wobble and it will shake, and if you don't release the logs they just end up everywhere. The tractor's flipped over on me before, which maybe we will witness at some point while I'm trying to show you this, but I'm already making a meal of turning round, but I just want to get sort of lined up. So yeah, in theory we should be able to says, let's get a bit more square, do something like that. So there you go, picked up quite a few in one hit there. So I'm going to carry on doing this, and like I say, it will take a while. Whether we get all of it done in this episode I'm not sure, because it's going to be a bit what do you call it, I'm trying to think of the terminology, I can't think of it now, but it's going to be a bit numbing of the brain. So you can see they're starting to shake a little bit. I think it's when, there we go, look, here we go. This could be a you've been framed moment coming up. Already shaking and bouncing. I'm glad I put those twin wheels on actually, because it does give us that bit more stability. So if we get roughly lined up, it's not going to look amazingly neat on the trailer, but it gets the job done a bit quicker. There's going to be the odd loose one hanging around, and we've got the small single trees. I should be able to pick those up by hand though, but we'll see. So we've got quite a nice amount on that trailer, as you can see, and it doesn't look very pretty, which I said it wouldn't, but it's on there. So what we'll do is we'll jump in the truck and we'll go over to our new sawmill and we'll see how much we get for these logs. There's still quite a few out there. I reckon at least another 2 or 3 lorry loads, maybe 2. And then we've got the odd little bits lying around, like these just in front of us there. They're not going to be worth a lot, but I mean, we're going to chuck them on the trailer and we'll get rid of them. I don't want to go too mad with this truck because I don't want to be tipping over this load. If we take this road, I was thinking about buying all the plots, not all in one go because we obviously couldn't afford that, but buying them in like 2s or 3s and painting all the tracks in, then selling them back, so we're not, you know, using our own money, just so it looks a bit more better, because this is an actual track that we're driving on now. That was just another thought I had, but whether I do that or not, I'm not sure. where's the sawmill gone? Oh, we need to go to the end of here. See, if this was an actual track painted out, landscaped out, we'd be able to see it better, but there's a T-junction just there. And that sawmill should be, there it is. So, place your bets on how much we get. I haven't got a clue because we've got all sorts of different size logs in here. We've got some small ones, some big ones. Looks pretty smart though. I'm pleased with how it looks. It looks like a proper business. So if we can get roughly something like that, I'll turn the engine off. Undo the straps and hope none of them fall off. Seem to be okay. Right, let's go and see what we get. Whoa, 60 grand for those, and there's a couple of bits which obviously can't be in the trigger very well. Let's try that. That's better. So 68,000. In fact, if we went into this menu, that would tell us better. Sold wood, right down the bottom, 68,609. That's not bad. Like I say, there's probably two just in that, 2 lorry loads just in that area where we were, the main area. I think we'll probably get maybe 3 lorry loads out of the whole lot, which is pretty good. Yeah, I am thinking of doing that, putting all the tracks in, because like I said right in the early days, we're going to stick to the actual tracks that you can see on the map. Like there's one going off there. I think I might do that, just buy the plots, quickly paint the tracks in and then sell it back. And obviously we still will be eventually buying more and more plots as we progress. We've got quite a nice amount in the bank. Still, we'll have some more silage soon, hopefully at one point, especially if we do mow all this area. Yeah, it's going to take quite a while to do that as well. So if we go back round here where the fence is, because there's quite a few still left around this side. I don't really want to be parked in the middle of a bush. I'll go there. I'll carry on with some of this. Probably bring you back in when we've got another lorry load. And maybe after that lorry load we might call it a day for this episode because it's dragging on. We could always keep this as sort of like a on and off project as we're going, because what we're leasing is not very expensive, so I'm not worried. I just wanted to get rid of that forestry harvester that we used to chop all the trees down, because that was quite expensive to use. But whoa, there we go, look, see what I mean. Right, anyway, I'll crack on with this because I don't want to see you see me have an accident. So I'll get this done and I'll see you for another lorry load, probably when we get to the sawmill. We'll sell that. Another load we've got to sell. Hopefully it'll be around about the same sort of money. I think we've got a few smaller ones in here than last time though. Didn't have no accidents, which was good. There was a couple of wobbly incidents, but nothing major. So let's try and get in the sale point properly. Right. Hopefully they're all sale in one hit. If not, it's not a problem. No. 59,000. Let's try there. Yes. 59, 69. That's more than last time. Sure it is. Let's go back on that menu. Sold wood, bottom right, 141,105 euros, just from 2 truckloads. And I think there's probably more than 1 truckload left over there with the little bits and bobs as well. So hopefully that will give us another decent amount of money. So what I think I'll do is clear all of those logs, the remaining logs, and then I'll bring you back in when we're over here to sell, and that'll be all that area clear then. I just remembered, look, this trailer does actually tip to one side. I think it might be the other side actually, but what I was worried about is if I tip it and the logs roll in there, I'm not going to be able to get them out again without having to bring the tractor over. So, but thought I'd let you know that that trailer does tip. Anyway, I'll head back over there and clear all the rest of the logs, and I'll see you back over here when we're ready to sell them. Another load here. I'm pretty sure, hang on, let's get them off. I'm pretty sure there's probably not quite a full trailer load left by the time I go around picking up the little bits. But we'll sell that. That's 59. This is going to be even more money than last time. Go 70,000 just over on that load. Pretty good. I'm going to keep going. It's starting to get a little bit dark around here. I've got the lights on the tractor, but hopefully I'll get all of it finished. So I shall see you again for the next and hopefully the final load. This is the last trailer load. I think I've got them all. I did a good old scout through in landscape mode, so if we do find any odd ones here and there, we can deal with them at the time. I'm not going to get a lot for this load because A, it's not a full load, and B, there's quite a few of the smaller trees in there. So we'll see what we get. 29,000. 2 little bits left in there. 29. I should bump it over 30 surely. Oh no, maybe not. Right, so that is all the wood done from that area. How much did we end up making? Bottom right, €242,191, which is pretty damn good in my eyes. It's now 6:46 in the evening in game, so I think we'll leave it there for the episode. I will tend to all animals, make sure they've got enough room for all the wool and the eggs to spawn overnight. I'll probably do a couple of little other things here and there, but that is it for this episode. I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.